Cavs fans should be pumped about what is being said by these players, as a good start to the season has led to a bit of a media tour by different players on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hey everybody, Billy Beebe back with you on Cavs Digest, ready to talk Cavs basketball. Good start to the season, still playing really, really well and getting a break. That's a big one right now. They're getting some days off. Haven't talked since we reacted to the Boston game. Some time to settle down, some time to talk. Some good takeaways still from that one. We can jump into that towards the end. But today we're going to talk about what Donovan Mitchell has said out on a press tour. We're going to talk about what Jarrett Allen has said as he got interviewed and acknowledged some things that people have talked about in the past. And both, I think, can get Cavs fans excited. So, other things that can get Cavs fans excited, everything we're talking about here on Cavs Digest. That's why you want to subscribe. We're reacting to games. We're talking trade ideas. We're talking storylines with the Cavaliers, players, coaching, everything around the league. I mean, there's a ton going on this channel right now. We got to that 1,000 subscribers mark. We appreciate everybody for doing so. Share the vids. Comment below. We're going to get it to 2,000. We're going to keep this train going. We appreciate everybody who has supported the clips and videos and everything we've kind of had going. We appreciate that. So, again, with the Cavaliers at a 16-1 start, great play from multiple players on the team, national attention really rising. Donovan Mitchell and other players, Jarrett Allen will be the other one we talk about today, on a media tour, answering questions, being interviewed, not only about the Cavs now, but everything that's kind of been going on. And Donovan Mitchell has been one of the most stable players on this team. I've talked about that multiple times. I've actually talked last time about how Cavs fans need to sit back and enjoy that they have a bona fide superstar playing for them and playing well night in and night out. He's in his prime, probably towards the end of his prime, but in his prime, playing well, being recognized finally nationally. Really, really good stuff from Donovan Mitchell, and I think that's special because in the past we've seen guys quick to leave, not consistent. Either they've been hurt or they just haven't brought it night in and night out. I've honestly felt that every big game we've had, he has never quite shrunk to the moment. There's been some fourth quarter stuff here and there, but you know, this is always a guy who's going to put up 20 in a big game. Always, at least. You know, doing other things with rebounding and assists. You know, that Boston game, just a great example the other night. They could not have a possession where he wasn't at least trying his best and executing at a high level, and I thought he did that. And one of the reasons he attributes it to is Kenny Atkinson, his coach, who has obviously come in, changed things pretty quickly for the Cavaliers. So we're going to take a look at that clip now as Donovan Mitchell was on the Pivot podcast. It's Ryan Clark's podcast, some other former NFL guys talking with Donovan Mitchell about, if you want to watch the full thing, some about his past life, but this one specifically is about what Kenny Atkinson has done and where the Cavaliers are kind of at right now.
Don't win it all. This team is off to an historic start. 12-0 is the best start in Cavs history. This is the LeBron James Cavaliers as well. What is it about this team that is allowing you guys to gel so quickly under Coach Atkinson that's giving you the opportunity to succeed the way you are?
We live in a world where it's like, if it don't work, you got to break it up. You got to switch. Someone got to switch. Someone got to switch. You know what I mean? Like when you bring a team back that's been with each other for 2 years, and give Koby Altman credit. You know, obviously trading to get me, sticking with it, believing in the group, and obviously us believing in ourselves. Like every year we've grown. You know, we've got the first round and we got second round, and like, you know, so the goal is like for us, we understand like each other. You know, when you're in the locker room with guys for more than 2 years or more than 1 year, I know what you're like on a daily basis. I know your work habits. I know what gets you motivated. I know when you're tired. I know everything about you. So it's like you want to be able to, you can have that conversation. I can talk to you differently, the way I talk to you, and be comfortable in all three conversations and get the same message across. You know what I'm saying? I think when you see that with this group, first of all, we vibe with each other, which I think is always great. You know, there's no ego. The egos are checked at the door. You know what I mean? And obviously we haven't lost a game yet, so there's been no adversity necessarily to hit. But like I think for us, we had adversity last year. I was out for like 15 games. DG was out for 20 games. Evan was out for 20 games. Like we've shown like who we are, you know, and I have no doubt when adversity hits, we're going to continue to get closer. But like it's easier when you're with a group that you rock with, but also like at the end of the day, you know, Coach Atkinson's been phenomenal with his message of continue to play with pace, be selfless, play team basketball. And I think that's really what's going to continue to take. But like I said, it's only been 12 games. I mean, right, wrong, or indifferent, it's only been 12 games. And that's my message to the guys. This is great. We're having an historic start, but like, this shit don't matter right now. You know what I'm saying? We're building good habits, and I think that's the best part. But at the end of the day, all that matters is what we do after All-Star break.
Great stuff there on the Pivot podcast as Mitchell talking about under Coach Kenny Atkinson, what has worked so well for these guys. The egos are at the door. That's the facts right now for them, and it's really, really good to see. You know, as much as Cavs fans love that 2016 championship team, to have a group that is selfless, that is understanding what each player does well, is developing, is knows their role. I mean, the consistency of Jarrett Allen and Donovan Mitchell has been tremendous to watch. Obviously, you've had your issues with Darius Garland, but you've never had Donovan Mitchell getting upset with Darius Garland. And then you've got guys like Evan Mobley who are finally taking on a larger role and accept a larger role. So egos are out the door. Everybody's trying to find their fit. Kenny Atkinson's getting that out of these players. It's clear J.B. Bickerstaff couldn't quite get that out of these guys. And again, you have a 28-year-old superstar under contract, playing well, and leading your team. That is special. That is really, really special from Donovan Mitchell. So honestly, been really excited to kind of sit back and watch that as the Cavaliers play good basketball. Mitchell joins that 12,000 club. I mean, just a historic, great season for him overall. I mean, he's scoring at will, playing really, really good basketball for the Cavaliers, and I think that's so big. That's so exciting. So another guy we heard from is Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen was on the Old Man and the Three Pod, which was J.J. Redick's show, but now it's just his partner, Tommy Alter, and I think this is another kind of fun sign of who Jarrett Allen is and how he feels about things.
The one thing about this league, you can have one or a couple bad stretches of games and they'll write you off completely.
Have you ever had a point where you felt like people were giving you that?
When the lights got too bright.
That's because you said it.
I think it's hilarious. That whole thing is so funny to me.
Was it in the post game or was it?
No, it was like once we lost the series, you go back home and you do the closing presser. I don't remember the question, but man, I thought I had a good analogy, you know. The lights were too bright for everybody. I still think it was good. People ran with it. So be it. You know, for me, I'm so happy I got my meme. I don't know where I'll go from there. But when I look back on my career,
you're like, you already got it.
Yeah, I have my one shining moment.
Yeah, you'll love that because clear Jarrett Allen has kind of put that behind him, that whole meme situation, and look, that's the kind of guy you have. Again, a guy that wears Vans, loves Pokemon, doesn't overdress for games. You kind of just have a goofy, quirky guy, but again, a consistent dude. You know, I look back to that 2016 team, and it's so crazy because the Cavs, you know, you have LeBron subtweeting Kevin Love. You have Kyrie clearly feeling like little brother the entire time. You have Kevin Love upset with the real role he ends up with. You have the Cavs making trades on trades on trades, off-season drama. I mean, all that. And this team's had their issues, certainly, and some rumors here or there, but, I mean, we're just vibing right now. The whole team's vibing. They're feeling really, really good. So, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. How great is it having Donovan Mitchell, right? What's your favorite part about this superstar leader for the Cavaliers? And do you think Jarrett Allen has truly put that lights are too bright thing behind him? Obviously, he says he has. He likes it. But, hey, will the lights be too bright? Again, let us know. And be sure to subscribe to Cavs Digest.